Welcome to the Whisper News channel. After Ukraine launched a major operation, the Russians are moving 100,000 soldiers to the region. Operation statement from the Ukrainian general that will change the course of the war. Official operation message from Ukraine. The first major attack neutralized the Russian high-ranking officers. Coordination is completely broken. Chechens are not only on the side of the Russians. The Chechen reconnaissance unit destroyed the trucks carrying the Russian unit with a big explosion. The tension is pretty high. A devastating reconnaissance unit of Chechen soldiers struck a truck with Russian soldiers in the Belgorod region of the Russian Federation. The fact that the operation was carried out on the territory of the Russian Federation is important in terms of showing the willingness of Chechen soldiers to fight in Ukraine despite all Russia's retaliation. As a result of the attack, the Russian truck was completely destroyed and 18 Russian soldiers were neutralized. Chechen soldiers against Kadyrov continue to serve as volunteers in the Ukrainian army. As we can see, anti-Putin legions and anti-Kadyrov Chechen fighters deal the biggest blow to Putin. The attack on a Russian truck is an important development in the war in Ukraine. This shows that Chechen soldiers are willing to fight on Ukrainian soil even in the face of Russian retaliation. This is a great morale for the Ukrainian army and shows that the Russian army is not invincible. The attack also raises the question of whether Chechen soldiers would be willing to fight in other parts of Ukraine. If so, it could have a significant impact on the course of the war. It is also worth noting that the attack was carried out by a devastating reconnaissance unit. This shows that Chechen soldiers are not only interested in fighting, but also in gathering intelligence. This could be valuable to the Ukrainian military as it will allow them to better understand the movements and plans of the Russian troops. In general, the attack on the Russian truck is an important development in the war in Ukraine. This shows that Chechen soldiers are willing to fight on Ukrainian soil even in the face of Russian retaliation. This is a great morale for the Ukrainian army and shows that the Russian army is not invincible. The attack also raises the question of whether Chechen soldiers would be willing to fight in other parts of Ukraine and shows that they are interested in gathering intelligence as well as fighting. According to Ukrainian military officials, Russia launched an attack on Lyman and Kupiansk region in a significant development, deploying more than 100,000 troops. Serhiy Cherevati, spokesman for the Eastern Military Command, explained the size of the deployed Russian forces, including more than 900 tanks, 555 artillery systems and 370 self-propelled guns. The scale of Russia's military presence is comparable to the largest number of Soviet soldiers in Afghanistan. In addition, landing units, well-equipped motor infantry units and regional troops were concentrated, with private military companies serving as reservists. The commander of the Ukrainian land forces, Colonel General Oleksandr Syrsky, confirmed the attack on the Kupiansk front. He noted that Russia is actively transferring additional forces, primarily using airborne troops, to counter the offensive actions of Ukrainian troops in the Bakhmut region. Simultaneously, the Russian forces advanced in the direction of Kupiansk with the aim of defeating the Ukrainian troops and advancing towards the battle formations. Ukrainian soldiers are currently in a defensive position, preventing the enemy from seizing the initiative. The Ukrainian military reported the destruction of enemy forces and equipment in the sector, forcing Russia to repair equipment and rotate personnel. This attack shows Russia's determination to succeed after the failure of Operation Bakhmut, in which the Ukrainian army took the initiative. Russian casualties around Bakhmut are said to rival those of the Wagner Group in summit battles with mercenaries to take control of the city. The ongoing escalation on the Kupiansk front raises significant concerns about prospects for peace in the region. The massive concentration of Russian forces and the launch of an offensive underline Russia's continued aggression and its desire to maintain its control over Ukraine. The Ukrainian army finds itself facing a formidable challenge as it tries to defend its territory. It is vital that the international community closely monitors the situation and takes the necessary measures to reduce tensions. Diplomatic efforts are vital to finding a peaceful resolution to the conflict, as the ongoing offensive poses a threat to regional stability. As a result, Russia's continued offensive with the deployment of more than 100,000 troops and significant military assets on the Kupiansk front exacerbates the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. The situation requires international attention and concerted efforts to reach a peaceful resolution and prevent further escalation of hostilities. We will see together what will happen in the coming days. We have come to the end of another video. You can like the video to support us. By subscribing, you can easily follow new videos. I wish you all happy days. See you later.